Welcome to today's show. You are on with Kay. And today's topic is short men. Let's talk about it. Okay. So, I hear a lot about short men, and short men think that women don't find them attractive and all this other stuff. Let me just tell you something. That's absolutely not true. You guys that are short think that women don't want you because you're short. And in turn, you act out with this whole thing called Napoleon symptoms or syndrome or something like that. I think that's what it's called. But you have this tendency to be short, and so you have low self-esteem, so you run around, you want to fight everybody. And the reason why I know this is because I know a lot of short dudes. I've had short boyfriends, and it's such a turnoff when they're not confident with their height. You can't change your height, so you need to work with it. And trust and believe, there are plenty of women who like short men. And once I say it again, so all you short men who running around here talking about they can't get women, or women they don't like them, or they feeling self-confident because self-conscious because they feel like women don't want them because they're short. Once again, I'm going to tell you that's not the case. A lot of women, I've been in so many chats and so many forums and talked to so many women. A lot of women do not care. You may think that women care, but a lot of them don't care. A lot of them are like, I don't care if I'm taller than him. I don't care if he's short. A lot. The problem is, it's the men who are uncomfortable with them being taller than them. So if you're uncomfortable being taller than a woman and you're a short man, okay, then you may have these issues. But if you're comfortable with a woman being taller than you, there are plenty of women out there who have no problem being taller than their man. It just comes down to the comfort level of each individual. Like me, I am 5'1", and I love tall dudes. I love tall men, but I've dated short dudes, and I like them, but the problem with them dating the short dudes that I've dealt with is the Napoleon symptoms, dynamite, whatever that syndrome is, the short man syndrome. And so that's a big turn off. It's like when you out in public, they want to fight people, they want to just loud and extra and doing the most to make themselves look bigger and taller. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't look bigger and taller. You just stand out more with your shortness. When you little and you running around and you arguing and you causing a commotion and you causing a scene and you being extra, it doesn't make you look tough. It makes you look like you have short man syndrome and you're angry about it. Once again, I said I like tall dudes. I love tall dudes. I'm 5'1", but I love tall dudes. But I was at a party not too long ago. Well, not with the COVID going on, but this is a while ago. Anyway, I was at a party, and remember, I just said I like tall dudes, but I have dated short dudes. And the thing that made me not like them is their lack of confidence and their need to overexert themselves, and it was just too much. It's embarrassing. It's extra. And I'm looking at them like, he's already little. You make yourself look more little. You don't make yourself look bigger by doing all this. Anyway, so I was at a party and I'm chilling, and this dude came in, and I couldn't take my eyes off of him. And now I'm 5'1". This dude was probably like 5'2", 5'3", if that. I couldn't take my eyes off of him because not only was a good looking dude, but he had this level of confidence that was like, I'm short, but I still got it going on. And he wasn't doing the most. He wasn't trying to fight. He wasn't trying to argue. He was a really cool, down to earth dude. Because, I mean, we didn't really speak, but we was at like the food table or drink table. You know how you say something to people, like kind of passing through it with something like that. So, and I was feeling him. Like, I was really like, oh, look, okay. And those are the type of dudes that women don't care if you're short. Those are the type of dudes who you're confident and you're attractive, and it makes you even more attractive that you're short and you're confident. I hate a loud dude who's just tall or short. I can't stand a loud dude. But I also know someone who told me straight up and down, I want my dude short. They either gotta be exactly my height or shorter than me. I don't want no tall dude. I'm all about the short dudes, and this is the truth. And they're very adamant about the short dudes. I want short. You be like, yo, I got this nice tall dude. No, short. My height or shorter. So, again, fellas, your shortness has nothing to do with it a lot of the times. There are women who go for tall dudes, but there are a lot of women who go for short dudes too. People just have their preference. Some people like tall, some people like short, some people like big, some people like skinny, some people just have their different preferences. And if you think that because you're short that a woman doesn't want you, or because you have less pickings, it's absolutely not true. So I'm here to let y'all know that. So get out there, be confident, show them what you're working with, and you'd be surprised at the attention. You'd be surprised at the outcome. You'd be surprised at the interest you get. I was even about to start me a dating site for short men, because I do see the stigma surrounding it, and it's like, oh, dude, those short. It's just a lot that goes with it. But I think it doesn't come from women. I think it comes from the men themselves. They feel these things. Oh, nobody wants me because I'm short, or this and this, or I have to prove that just because I'm little or I'm short, I'm about that life, or I can fight, or I know how to hold my own and stand my ground and all this other stuff, which I get. But I'm here to tell you don't have to do that, because it makes you look. It's just not a good look. It's a big turnoff. And I've heard a lot of women say this. There was a question posted in one of these forums or whatever, one of these chats things going on. And they were like, what was the question? I'm trying to quote the question exactly. It was a question basically, would you date a short man, or it was, I don't know the exact quote of the question, or something. Does height matter? Does height matter in a relationship, or something like that? But there were about 1,000 comments. And I think I didn't go through all of them, but the majority of what I was seeing was, it was like a split. People would think, 90% or 80% of women want a tall man. Nah, it was a big split. There were a lot of women who said, nah, he has to be tall because I'm 5'11", so I need a tall dude. There were some women my size who were short and said, you know what, I like tall dudes. But there were a lot of women who said, you know what, I really don't care as long as he treats me nice. And there were also a few women who was like, I've dealt with short dudes. I don't have a problem with a dude being short, but it's that Napoleon Dynamite, short man syndrome, whatever it's called. But it's that. And that was what turned him off from the relationship. It wasn't the fact that the guy was short. It wasn't any of that. Is when they got with this short guy, he turned into a nightmare. He wants to fight. He wants to argue with people. He wants to show himself. He wants to make sure people know that just because I'm small, that does not mean I'm a pushover or any of that. I still can hang with the best of them, and I still like all of that. We like when we look at you, we don't look and say, "Oh my God, he's short. We can't fight," and he ain't gonna protect me. Some women may look at it like that. The ones who like taller dudes, because I'm like that. I'm gonna be honest, brutally honest. I like tall dudes because I like to feel like I'm this little woman and this big tall man. I just like big tall dudes. Not to say, like, once again, I dated short dudes, but the breakup was not because of their height. The breakup was because they were not confident with it. They had to show that they were the big man. I even had one, like, you have to be comfortable. Both people have to be comfortable. Like, I remember when Tom Tom Cruise used to be with Katy Perry, and I noticed she was taller than him, and you would see them and her, and she always had on flats. And I'm not sure, I don't even want to quote and say it, but I think it was that was the issue with them, like, her wearing heels and stuff. And I had a short boyfriend, and we was at a party. We didn't come to the party together, but we just knew everybody at the party. Was all mutual friends. Everybody knew each other. And we were younger, in our 20s or whatever. Early 20s at that. I get to the party. I'm in the party. I have on these heels. And these heels are like, I didn't even know if he was going to the party. I didn't even know he was going to the party. I expect him to be there because it was like a party that everybody from this neighborhood, it was in a rich neighborhood because one of our friends' parents of family, they got rich, so they moved to the rich part of town. And they had a party in that rich part of town. It was like these gated community, all that stuff. Anyway, we went to the party. It was a nice party, pool, jacuzzi, mansion. It was a great party. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So, I'm dressed nice. I'm with my friends. I got on these thick high heels, wedges, or can't remember what kind of shoes. But anyway, I remember them being some thick high heels. Some big. They were about 4 inches. So now I'm telling you, I'm 5'1". 5'1 3/4". So we'll just say 5'2" for the sake of argument. And I had about 4-inch heels. So now this got me looking like 5'6". My boyfriend at the time was 5'2". Now, 4 inches over him. We in the party. I see him. Oh, look. They're like, my friend's like, oh, there's your boyfriend. I'm like, oh, let me go over there and greet him. I go over there. I give him a hug. Now, of course, I'm taller than him with these heels on. I give him a hug. He steps back, he looks down at my shoes, and he tells me, and I quote, "Take them shoes off." And I'm like, what? I don't even think I answered him because, the music is going. In my mind, I'm thinking, take these shoes off and do what? Walk around. It was a backyard party. Like, basically, it was a pool party outside, but people were in the house too. But it wasn't so much people going in the house. And even if it was, I'm not taking my shoes off at a party and walking around because you feel self-conscious. The man really told me to take the shoes off. I don't remember what happened, but I remember walking away. I don't remember what I said, but I remember walking away. And then I think I told my friends, like, he just told me to take my shoes off. And they were like, what? I'm like, I don't know what to say to that. So I just had to excuse myself from the situation because take them off for what? And so it was that moment I was like, yeah, this is not going to work out. It's definitely not going to work out. I'm not going to be with anyone who thinks I should take my high heels off because I'm a high heel person. I love high heels. I love to wear them. I like high heels, and I like for me to put on heels and me to feel confident, sexy. The man I'm with to be fine with me with my high heels on. I am not going to do a part 2 of this video. This audio because I think we covered it all. But I may follow it up with a live. Because I already told you how to get women if you're short. I already told you what you got to do. Lose the Napoleon Dynamite syndromes. Lose all of that. Have confidence. Have confidence in yourself. Because that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for all the rah-rah and hoo-ha. He can fight. He's big. We're not looking for all of that. Because that's what y'all think we're looking for. And the women that I know who like short men, they're looking for somebody who's confident in themselves. Not at the fact that they need to be seen. They need to be heard. They need to look bigger than what they are. So remember, truth be told, if you feel like because you're short, women don't want you, I'm here to tell you. And let me tell you, this is not the first forum or chat that I've been in with all these comments. Thousands of comments, hundreds of women replying. But I'm also here to let you know that it's not an 80% women like tall men and 20% don't care, 20% like short dudes. Nah, it's really like a 50-50 split. But y'all don't think it is. Y'all think that women don't want y'all because of your height. Go out there and show some confidence. Let go of the short man syndrome. Show them what you're working with. And I promise you, your interactions and your options with women will change. Thank me later. I'm out.